First round action here between Western Dubuque Bobcats and Bettendorf Bulldogs. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Top of the first inning, Bettendorf went out 1-2-3. Strikeout and a couple ground outs. Bottom half of the first inning, Western Dubuque, Damon Yeager, leadoff hitter, walked to second base on a wild pitch. Number 2 hitter, Sam Goodman, just struck out. Number 3 hitter, Calvin Harris, hits a ground ball to the shortstop and throws him out on a really close play at first. The runner, Damon Yeager, is over at third now with 2 outs. That'll bring up right fielder Kyle Lehman. There's a little change in plans here tonight. Sorry for the confusion and the late start here, but the West Delaware game up Decorah right now. A storm area up in Decorah right now, and they've been delayed till 5:30, but probably not going to get that game in tonight. And the first pitch to Kyle Lehman is outside ball 1. That pitch is low, 2-0. Bettendorf Bulldogs come in tonight with a record of 13-24. Western Dubuque Bobcats 30-9 on the year. I'll set the defense for the Bettendorf Bulldogs in a minute here. There's a pitch on the outside corner called strike 1. Justin Weir in left, Tyler Wellman in center, Kyle Huseman in right, Tavian Gert at third, Trevor Feller at short, Tyler at second, and Jason Shook at first, Carter Bell pitching, and Noah Hinchborn doing the catching. There's a swing and a miss. At that 2-1 pitch, 2-2 to count now on Kyle Lehman. The right fielder, batting number 4 in head coach Casey Bryant's lineup here tonight. Carter Bell working from the windup. Fastball is high and away. 3-2 to count on Lehman. Getting dark off to the north here, but the storm's kind of going that way, so hopefully it'll go around us here, and we'll get tonight's ball game in. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive hit out short center field. It's going to land in front of Tyler Wellman. So a 2-out RBI single by Lehman puts the first run on the board for the Bobcats. Sawyer Nauman will step in there now with 2 away. Takes a look down at head coach Casey Bryant, giving his signals. Bobcats 30-9 on the year. There's first pitch is in there for called strike 1. Well, an old pitch, check swing foul as the runner, Lehman, was attempting to steal second base. So he'll retreat back to first base. 0-2 count on Sawyer Nauman. Lehman back at first. There's a throw over. He's back in, easy standing up. Pretty breezy evening here tonight. Wind coming out of the south. And there's a called strike 3 for out number 3. But the Bobcats score 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on. Score after 1 complete. Western Dubuque Bobcats 1. Bettendorf 0. You're listening to Western Dubuque Bobcat Baseball on KMCH. And welcome back into Farley City Park. Class 4A first round district game here tonight between the Western Dubuque Bobcats and the Bettendorf Bulldogs, where this is actually sub-state number 4. 6 teams in a sub-state. All 3 games playing here tonight. And then the winners, well, they'll figure out the bracket after the winners of tonight. Their pitch is again high. So 2-0. Sam Goodman's out on the mound here tonight for the Bobcats. We'll set their defense here in just a second. There's a strike, 2-1. The count now. Peyton Quagliano on left. Ben Bryan center. Kyle Lehman in right field. Sawyer Nauman at third. Matt Myers at short. Ryan Gasper at second. Zach Bierman at first. Calvin Harris catching, and Sam Goodman on the mound. 3-2. The count on number 4, Kyle Huseman. There's a ground foul down the first baseline. Zach Bierman dives at it and can't come up with it. The count will remain 3-2. Bettendorf 3 up and 3 down in the top half of the first inning. Leadoff hitter Trevor Feller was called out on strikes. Number 2 hitter Justin Weir grounded out second to first. The number 3 hitter Carter Bell grounded out short to first. 3 up, 3 down. This is the leadoff hitter. In the top of the second inning, Kyle Huseman draws a leadoff walk. That'll bring up the DH in tonight's contest for Bettendorf, Noah Abbott. Noah steps in there. First pitch to Abbott is in there for a called strike. Runner first getting a good lead there. There's a swing and a miss by Abbott. Behind the count now, 0-2. Give you some numbers on Sam Goodman here after this pitch. 0-2 pitch, swung off, fouled back out of play, just off to our right. Sam Goodman, a junior. This is his 10th start on here. Record is 7-0, 56 innings pitched. Allowed 26 hits, 6 runs, all earned. Earned run average .75, has walked 7, hit 2, and struck out 91 in 56 innings. Curveball swung off, fouled back into the screen. Count will remain 0-2 on Noah Abbott. There's a throw over to first. Huseman gets back in easily, safely. There's a fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder Kyle Lehman can't get to it, drops out in front of him. So Noah Abbott was the first base hit of the night for Bettendorf. Puts runners at first and second with nobody out. Jerron Shook is going to become the batter now. He takes a look down at head coach Brandon Now. He gets his signals and steps in the box. Right-handed hitter. Squares around the bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a called strike one. Trying to see what the Bobcat defensive alignment was there. Third baseman staying back, Sawyer Nauman. First baseman Bierman on the cut of the grass. The one strike pitch again scores around the bunt. Foul back to the screen. Nice breaking pitch there by Goodman. Didn't give him an easy pitch to try to bunt. So Shook behind an account now, 0-2. We are sub-state number 4, Western Dubuque Bobcats and the Bettendorf Bulldogs here. Game was scheduled for 7 o'clock, but moved up to 5 because of the impending weather. There's a ground foul over in front of the third base dugout. Count will remain 0-2 on Abbott. West Delaware was supposed to be playing in Decorah tonight against Vinton Shellsburg. That game, last I heard, was delayed till 5:30, but probably was not going to get started as they were having a pretty good storm pass through there a little before 5. Shook steps back in there behind an account 0-2. Goodman's pitch, foul ball, back out play is going to land just off to our right here. Right in the bleachers just off to our right here, about 15 feet. O'Connell remains 0-2 on Jerron Shook. Shook batting 188 on here. There's a swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball by Goodman. Gets the Owls first out of the inning and without allowing the base runners to advance. So nice job of pitching there by Goodman. I'll bring up number 7 hitter, third baseman Tavian Gert. Gert will step in there from the right-hand side. Gert batting 254 on the year. First pitch is a called strike. Nice fastball on that lower outer portion of the plate. Good location on that pitch. One strike pitch, breaking ball, stays high and inside. Didn't get the snap on it that he was looking for. 1-1 to count on Gert. Gert with 15 hits and 59 at bats, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Pitch is low and away. 2-1 to count. Clouds getting dark off to our north and northwest. 2-1 pitch is a ground ball fouled on the first baseline. Bierman goes over and picks it up. He'll toss it back to Goodman on the mound. 2-2 to count. Now on Tavian Gert. Runners at first and second for Bettendorf on a walk and a single. The 2-2 pitch, little curveball just reaches out, hits it right back over the second base out into center field. That'll load the bases. So 3 runners on here with 1 out. Number 8 hitter, second baseman Tyler Chia will come up to bat here now. Tyler Chia Jr., 14 hits and 68 at-bats, a 206 average. As a team, Bettendorf batting 267 on the year. So, Garcia will step in here now. First pitch swung on and foul, tipped into the catcher's glove for strike 1. Bases loaded, 1 out here at the top of the second inning for Bettendorf. They're threatening to put something other than a 0 up there on the scoreboard. Bobcats lead 1-0 here in the top of the second. There's a fastball right at the knees called strike 2. So Goodman now ahead on the count, 0-2. Working from the windup, and there's a letter high fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, out number 2. That'll bring up number 9 hitter, center fielder Tyler Wellman. Strikeout is number 3 in the game now for Goodman. Trying to get out of here without giving up any runs. Tyler Wellman, the junior, 11 hits and 57 at-bats, 193 batting average. Stepping in there from the left-hand side of the plate. First pitch is a fastball at the knees called strike 1. A Goodman with the bases loaded, working from the windup. Again, fastball right in there called strike 2. Just a carbon copy of pitch number 1. Both have a little movement on them and right at the knees. So 2 good pitches by Goodman. See what he does here on an 0-2. Doesn't want to get into any trouble here with 2 outs. There's a swing and fly ball foul. Just lands off to our left. The count will remain 0-2 on the number 9 hitter for the Bulldogs, Tyler Wellman. The 0-2 pitch, again, a fly ball foul, going to land on the roof of the concession stand just off to our left. So we'll get another 0-2 pitch as Wellman trying to hang in there tough with 2 strikes. Goodman steps off the rubber there. Didn't like apparently the call of the pitch by the catcher, Calvin Harris. The 0-2 pitch, curveball, swung on a miss, strike 3. Strikes out the side, is sandwiched around a walk and a couple of hits, leave the bases loaded. So score after 1.5 innings. Western Dubuque Bobcats 1, Bettendorf 0. You listen to Substage 4, Class 4A baseball on KMCH. And back to Farley City Park, Western Dubuque Bobcat Tournament Baseball tonight on KMCH. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Bettendorf Bulldogs, the first baseman, Zach Bierman, 1-1 to count. That ball is high, 2-1 to count. Thanks to Trevor Hunt back in the studio for giving that weather update. As we can tell, we're over here in Farley, and the clouds are getting dark all around us here. That pitch is in there called strike 2. 2-2 to count. Breaking ball swung on a foul down the third baseline. Count will remain 2-2. And we're just about ready to go in there. Carter Bell gets a fastball on the outer portion of the plate, swung on a miss by Zach Bierman for a swinging strikeout. Strikeout number 3 by Bell. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Peyton Quagliano. Quagliano batting .242 on the year, 23 hits and 95 at-bats. So he'll step in there now. First pitch swung on a foul. Back out of play, 1 strike to count. Yeah. And Carter Bell wind up, and the pitch is in the dirt, low and away. 1-1 to count. Western Dubuque scored in the bottom of the first inning. Leadoff walk by Damon Yeager came around and scored. There's a swing, a foul tip, strike into the catcher's glove. Quagliano behind in the count now, 1-2. Bell's 1-2 pitch, fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder Kyle Huseman comes in and makes a nice running catch in fair territory. So nice play down the right field line by Houston will retire Quagliano for out number 2. And that'll bring up second baseman Ryan Gasper. Gasper, a senior for the Bobcats, 19 hits and 75 at-bats, 253 batting average. A 2 away and nobody on here at the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Good location there by Bell, right underneath his hands, leather high on that inside corner for strike 1. Up around the shoulders, walked him up right out of there, and Ryan Gasper takes a swing and a miss, so quickly behind in the count now, 0-2, and then he takes that. Fielder just hit. And back at Farley City Park, top of the third inning, leading off the top of the order, Trevor Feller hits one down the third baseline, knocked down by Sawyer Nauman, but can't make the play, so a leadoff single. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Justin Weir. Tries a bunt attempt, can't make that, misses it for strike 1. He grounded out to second his first time up. Bobcats with a 1-0 lead here, top of the third inning, trying to get this game in. Sun actually trying to shine through what little bit of a cloud that's not covered now. There's another bunt attempt fouled. So we're behind the count now, 0-2. Clouds dark off to the north and to the northwest of us here. Getting darker to the south is on the radar. I look between innings here. Looks like maybe some down around the Monticello area headed this way, so probably not too long. We may be dodging raindrops. There's a curveball on the outside corner. Check swing by Ware. Umpire said no, he did not go. 1-2 to count. Number 2 hitter, left fielder Justin Ware. Throw to first. Feller back in. Feller, the leadoff hitter, a junior. 10 out of 11 in stolen base attempts. The second leading base dealer on the team. There's a little ground ball to the first baseman, Bierman. He picks it up, goes back, touches first. So the unassisted out, but he got his job done as he got the runner Feller over to second with 1 away, and up the number 3 hitter, Carter Bell. He grounded to short his first time up. Bell, the leading hitter, batting .384 on here, 43 hits and 112 at-bats, 9 doubles, 5 triples, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs on the year. And he's the opposing pitcher, so trying to help himself here. There's a swing and a foul by Bell. Big swing there. A nice pitch by Goodman. Down around the knees, a breaking pitch. One strike to count. Trevor Feller out at second for the Bulldogs with one out. Carter Bell, the number 3 hitter, steps back in. That pitch is low and away. Knocked down by Harris, but not before Trevor Feller can advance to third on the wild pitch. So the tying run for Bettendorf, 90 feet away. Just one out here. 1-1 to count here in the top of the third inning. Bettendorf 13 and 24 on the year. There's a swing and a foul over to the third base dugout. Head coach Casey Bryant pops up, and he'll catch it, toss it right back out there. So a nice play in front of the dugout there by Coach Bryant. Count 1-2 now. There's a curveball swung on a miss, couldn't lay off it. Good pitch there by Sam Goodman. Strikeout number 5 in the game now for Goodman. That'll be out number 2, and that'll bring up the number 4 hitter, right fielder Kyle Huseman. He walked the leadoff last inning, and one of the few times under 50 percentage points that leadoff walk did not come around and score. There's a curveball, drops right in there, called strike 1. The Bobcats trying to get out of this inning without giving up that run down third. Check swing. Ball drops down. Checks with the base umpire, and he says no, he did not go. So that'll be a ball. 1-1 to count. Ooh, nice breaking ball. Drops right in there. Froze the batter. That breaking ball coming right at him kind of froze him there for a little bit. Drops in there, called strike 2. So Goodman ahead in the count now, 1-2. Again, another curveball lines right at the second baseman. Almost went a step too far to his right, but just gets it for out number 3 for Bettendorf. No runs on a hit. No errors and one left on. Score after 2.5 innings. The Western Dubuque Bobcats 1, Bettendorf 0. This is Sub-State 4 baseball from Farley on KMCH. heading back to Farley City Park. Just recorded a third down here in the bottom of the third inning. Leading off, the number 9 hitter, Ben Bryant, was called out on strikes. The leadoff hitter, Damon Yeager, pops out to the catcher. And then the number 2 hitter, Sam Goodman, a deep fly ball to center field that Tyler Wellman chased down. So 3 up, 3 down here for the Bobcats in the bottom of the third inning. No score. The score after 3 complete, the Western Dubuque Bobcats 1, Bettendorf Bulldogs 0. You're listening to Sub-State 4 Baseball on KMCH. And welcome back to Farley City Park. Sub-State 4 baseball tonight between the Bettendorf Bulldogs and the Western Dubuque Bobcats. Leading off the top of the fourth inning, Noah Abbott was out on strikes, swinging. That'll bring up Jerron Shook. He struck out his first time up, behind the count now 0-2. 6 strikeouts in the game now by Goodman. There's a swing and a foul back out of play. It'll land on the softball field behind us here. Count will remain 0-2 to Jerron Shook. Bobcats, Sam Goodman doing a nice job throwing here so far tonight. No runs on just 3 hits here so far. There's a curveball, ground ball to the third baseman, Sawyer Nauman. He picks it up, throws over to first. 4 out, number 2. 5 in a row retired now by Goodman. And that'll bring up third baseman Tavian Gert. He had a single his first time up. That loaded the bases back in the second inning, but Bettendorf unable to score. So Gert will step in there now. First pitch, foul ball over the first base dugout, out of play. 1 strike to count. There's a breaking pitch, stays too far inside. 1-1 to count on Tavian Gert. A junior. There's a called strike. 1-2 to count. Now on Gert. Goodman's 1-2 pitch is low in the dirt. Gets away from Harris. Goes over to the backstop. And we'll have a different ball out there now. 2-2 to count. Gert steps back in. Goodman into the windup. 2-2 pitch. The ground ball just foul up the first baseline. Zach Bierman picks it up. A foot or two foul. Be on first base. So we'll get another 2-2 pitch here. Clouds getting a little more ominous, looking like strikes. There's a pitch outside. 3-2 the count. Three-two pitch, swung on and missed. First strike three up, three down here for Bettendorf in the top of the fourth inning. Score after 3.5. The Western Dubuque Bobcats 1, Bettendorf 0. You listen to Sub-State 4 Baseball on KMCH. And welcome back into Farley City Park. Bobcat Tournament Baseball on KMCH. Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning, number 3 hitter Calvin Harris fouls that pitch back out of play. Count now 0-2. Harris grounded out to short his first time up. Update from the West Delaware game. Thanks, John Swisher. Just let us know that their game tonight is postponed to tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. The second game tonight, Decorah versus Indy, that's canceled tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So Decorah will play before the West Delaware game. But we'll see how the field gets up there. Apparently they've had a pretty good storm move through Decorah. There's a fly ball, deep left center field. Center fielder Tyler Wellman going back over his head as the wind's going that direction. Harris round second, headed for third. Joe coming in, not in time. They hit first slide, so Calvin Harris with the leadoff triple. And for Harris, let's take a look here. That's his 9th triple on the year. He's got 52 hits, 9 doubles, now 9 triples, 8 home runs, 50 RBIs, a .433 batting average. So Calvin Harris gets in scoring position here. And that's just the second hit of the game for the Bobcats. They've got 1 run on now 2 hits. They scored a run in the first inning. Damon Yeager walked and then came around and scored on the only other hit of the game, a 2-out single by Kyle Lehman. Bettendorf, Brandon Now calls timeout, and he's out talking with his entire infield. And as you probably heard, Dubuque, Delaware County, thunderstormy, so about another 50 minutes. Doesn't look any darker here now than it has. But you can tell that maybe on the horizon here now, Bettendorf coming all the way in on the infield. All infield's on the cut of the grass, trying to cut off this run, trailing 1-0. Don't want to fall any farther behind. Kyle Lehman will step back in. Their first pitch is low ball 1. There's a pitch taken for a called strike. 1-1 to count. Carter Bell in his 4th inning of pitching here. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. There's a ground foul over to the first base dugout. Struck out 5 and walked 1 so far through the first 3 innings. But Calvin Harris with a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the Bobcats are threatening. Lehman with the 1-2 pitch takes that one. Ball 2. Temperatures kind of dropping here. There's a fly ball. Going to be right center field. Going to split the defenders. Go all the way to the fence. So Lehman with a double. So back-to-back extra base hits. 2nd hit of the game. So Lehman gets his 2nd RBI of the game. That'll make the score now 2-0, and that'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Sawyer Nauman. He was called out on strikes his first time up. So just the 3rd hit of the game, but back-to-back extra base hits, triple by Harris, double by Lehman. And that'll bring up Nauman. He was called out on strikes to end the 1st inning. There, hit him right off the helmet. He tried to duck out of the way. Just kind of a glancing blow. It looked like off the ear flap, and then maybe off the bill of the helmet. But he just drops the bat, trots down to first base. He's fine. Being checked out at first base by assistant coach Paul Goodman. And he just said, yeah, he's okay. He's fine. So just kind of a glancing little blow. But that'll put runners at 1st and 2nd with still nobody out here. And that'll bring up the number 6 hitter, first baseman Zach Bierman. He struck out swinging his first time up. So with nobody out, runners at 1st and 2nd, we'll see how Coach Bryant plays this. And it looks like we just had a lightning. So 5:43, the first lightning delay. So with lightning, you have a 30-minute delay. So I'll go over a recap here of the game quick, and then we'll send it back to the studio. We are in a lightning delay, bottom of the 4th inning. The Bobcats from Western Dubuque lead 2-0. They scored on a 2-out RBI single in the 1st inning by Kyle Lehman. And then Kyle Lehman just hit a no-out double here in the bottom of the 4th inning to knock in the 2nd run of the game for the Bobcats. The only scoring in this contest, Sam Goodman, so far has thrown 4 innings for the Bobcats, giving up just 3 hits so far. Struck out 7 and walked 1. So we'll send it back to the studio here, give you some weather updates of impending weather here as we are in that severe thunderstorm warning. So we'll take at least a 30-minute break before we'll be back with Sub-State 4 action from Farley.